Ryan, that third quarter just seemed like everything turned there. I mean, it's been a problem for you guys a lot this season, just especially tonight. What was missing there, and why can't you seem to get going in that period?
Yeah, I mean, I'm going to have to take a look at the film, but our sense of urgency hasn't picked up until the fourth quarter, in that second half. And a lot of times that's when you get down, double digits or you get closer to 20. And, that's no way to win a game, because then you score 32 points and hold the team to 22 in the fourth quarter, still lose by 9. Our third quarters have to be better.
Given the way that you guys are playing and the losses that are piling up, would you expect more, I guess, from these guys in that way? There's more sense of urgency and to try and end this streak the way it's going?
Yeah. I mean, we all have to do more. Everybody. We don't we don't win games, with one person. We don't lose games with one person. So what that means is that everybody has to do more.
There did seem to be a feeling of discontent on the bench through most of the second half. Is that a fair statement?
I don't know, because I was up.
Right. There was one time where you came down and talked to Cat. Was that just? That's obviously between the two of you, but was it an admonishment or just a clarification, or?
Oh, it was just telling him when he's going to go back in.
Okay.
Yeah, to make sure he stays loose.
Kata played with Cat in the second quarter, and I think without Jake, Kata might be the best cutter on your team, and it really seemed to open things up for Carl.
Yeah.
Seeing those two on the court, is that something you'd like to get more of a look at moving forward here?
Yeah, I mean, we're looking for anything at the moment. And Kata, when we go to Cat in the post, he had it going a little bit. We thought we had a favorable matchup at times, and Kata opened the floor up for him.
I guess kind of along those lines, and looking for a spark, particularly in the minutes that Cat isn't out. I noticed in the first half you went with G and Wig at the same time. Is that really what you're trying to target offensively, is just like finding a pairing in those non-Cat minutes?
Yeah, I mean, you like to keep, two of your best players. We try to stagger them too, where Cat or Wig are on the floor. No, it just works out that way. So when Cat was getting his rest, we wanted to play through Wig there.
Ryan, you've said before that you don't look at losing streaks. You kind of look at whether you got better today or did you not get better today. This is the second long losing streak you've endured this season.
Yeah.
Do you, when you kind of take a step back and look, is this team getting better, getting to where you want it to be despite the losing streaks, or kind of how do you evaluate kind of that progress?
I thought for 3 quarters we did some things. Maybe not necessarily at first. I thought we had a number of shots, open looks that didn't fall for us. But that third quarter, we didn't. I'd say there's individual bright spots, as we progress, and as a team, we're not where we want to be right now. Especially the way you start. Start of the year, you want to climb, and we're not where we want to be right now. So we got to continue to work to get better.
Is part of it just the consistency of a young group? You had that nice defensive spurt for a while there, and it tailed off a little bit. But is it just building that consistency to maintain those good stretches of play for longer stretches? Yeah,
that's important. Consistency, that's something that's really important with our group, and we got to find that. And I said the last time we went through a losing streak is that once you kind of get the monkey off your back, you feel like you can take off a little bit, and we did a little bit of that after we beat Sacramento the first time.
What do you think you're getting so much more out of Andrew offensively in the second half right now lately versus the first?
I think it plays into the sense of urgency. I think we have, just as a whole, individually, and then as a whole, we have a better sense of urgency in the second half. Because nobody in that locker room is trying to lose. You know what I mean? Like, everybody understands. We want to feel good coming out of here, or coming out of wherever we play one of these nights, and so the sense of urgency naturally picks up.
Triple-double for Shabazz and a real fire from him. Is it fair to say that he's a strong embodiment of the system you want to run on both sides of the floor, offensively and defensively?
Yeah, I mean, he did some nice things tonight, and the way he moved the ball, and then I like the way he rebounded. He rebounded tonight, and that's what made us play a little bit faster, and get more in the flow. Defensively, he was in the ball. I thought that's why we went to, they play 3-point guards, and we went to him and Jordan McLaughlin. They were in the ball.
Less time for Gorgie. Was that strictly matchups and smaller lineups, or was it something you saw?
Yeah, I mean, Nas played well last time we played Oklahoma City. I was looking for a little bit of a spark, and it's not easy when you got a guy in Carl who plays he plays 35 36 minutes. It's hard to be pulled in and out, and I thought Nas in the second half maybe we were going to be able to stretch it out a little bit more, and just play a little bit faster.
Is he a preference to play Kata mostly at the 4 versus moving him to the 3 or anything like that?
Yep.
We saw Carl, he had the hand injury, and then he left the game briefly. Anything to be concerned about long term with him, or you think he's good to go?
No, it sounds like he's good.